Testing one, two, three. All right. We are going live at 11. Live at 11. I think I'm going to call this 15 with Charlene because it is lunchtime and it's a good time to have a good time. All right. All right. Let me get on camera. There we are. Hello, everybody. It is a terrific Tuesday today, and I'm excited because I'm trying a new tool. I don't know about you, but sometimes doing something new can feel uncomfortable, make you nervous, go, what the heck am I doing? But we're going to do it anyway because that is how we move forward. That's how we learn. And today's call is going to be talking about, is empathy essential to a thriving community? I'm excited about this topic. And like I said, I have these calls every Tuesday live at 11 for about 15 minutes to kind of talk about it's what I call a call to clarity, is what I was calling it. And it's like, how do we make sure that we are living a life that is happy? And we're focusing on how we're building our career and lifestyle in a positive manner. And I found this topic to be very heavy on my heart. So I wanted to share it with you guys and have a conversation about it and think about, how it affects our community and basically our career and our life. So, is empathy essential? Is empathy essential in a thriving community? Like I said, it's no wonder there are a lot of people out there who are hurting, and I find it very important that we know how to empathize with those that are hurting. And I just wondered if you ever realize that some people who are hurting don't really know how to give empathy or even receive empathy. And I believe that empathy is an essential aspect of a thriving society. I mean, it allows for meaningful relationships and fosters a supportive environment, which cannot be quantified by price. So what is empathy, though? We're going to start there. We're going to have a conversation about what is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share feelings, emotions, and perspectives of others. It goes beyond just recognizing someone's emotion or is emotional, and it involves putting oneself in another person's shoes. Okay, it's imagining their experiences and feeling what they might be feeling. That's empathy. It's a fundamental aspect, I believe, of emotional intelligence and interpersonal communication. And because communication is so big to me, I find this to be a really great topic to have on a call for clarity. So often, the thought of a thriving society is associated with a booming economy, and often it overlooks the emotions of the people that are affording this booming economy. And I can tell you from experience, the truth of the matter is none of us knows what other issues humans are facing while they're interacting either at school. That's a big one, right? Because school's getting ready to start. We don't know what the students are going through. We may not know everything that's going on. And then even at work, we don't know what is going on outside of work, what emotions they're dealing with it. And let's face it, plenty of people will never know what you are dealing with outside of work or school that could cause you to act or say things that are not appropriate. By empathizing with other individuals, though, we can find a way to respond to their needs and experiences in a more supportive and productive manner. I'm all about productivity, right? And it's an essential skill in various aspects of our life, including personal relationships, teamwork, and leadership and conflict resolution. Okay. It plays such a crucial role in a thriving society, as it builds and it maintains meaningful relationships that foster understanding and promoting cooperation and compassion. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm all about building relationships. Something about the connection with another human that you can build where you're helping each other or encouraging each other is a supportive technique that just kind of builds the society. When people don't feel supported, then, productivity goes down. But when people feel supported, then productivity goes up. They talk about morale. Empathy serves as the foundation for understanding compassion and connecting among each other. Okay. So by putting ourselves in others' shoes, we develop a deep appreciation for their struggles and experiences, leading to a more inclusive and supportive community. Now, the key word here is develop. Okay. It can be a learned skill to add to one's leadership toolbox. Empathy encourages, like I said, us to just listen. And I mean, listen actively, right? Respecting diverse perspectives and collaborating effectively to address societal challenges. Okay, so without empathy, our society risks becoming cold and disconnected. And I can tell you that I see a lot of disconnection happening around me. But it's the lacking of sense of unity and shared responsibility is what's necessary for us as humanity to progress. The first step of developing this skill is understanding how to empathize. And so I want to share with you that there are two main types of empathy, right? The first being cognitive empathy. Now, this involves understanding and intellectually recognizing another person's emotions or thoughts, and it allows individuals to grasp, how someone might be feeling without necessarily experiencing the emotions themselves. Now, emotional empathy, right, is the second one. And it's the capacity to feel and share in the emotions of others. When experience emotional empathy, individuals can actually experience similar emotions to what the other person is feeling. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. I am a mom of four, and I can feel my child's emotions, and I will sometimes, mirror that emotions and understand. So that's what I mean by, I feel it too. But cognitive is I may not have been in that situation, but I'm listening and having that empathy to hear or put myself in their shoes to understand their feelings. So I want to illustrate an example that might be a little bit more user friendly for emotional empathy. Imagine a friend who is going through a tough time after losing their job. You can show emotional empathy by providing a listening ear and offering words of comfort, and showing genuine concern for their feelings, because you might actually have a job, so you don't really connect with them with that, but you are there from them to hear their feelings and emotions in the situation. Now, cognitive example would be on the other hand, if there's a coworker who say is struggling to meet a deadline due to personal issues, right? Now, it involves understanding their situation and offering practical support, such as assisting them, like getting involved because you've been there before. So this is what you have done, or you can step in and kind of share the workload or suggest resources for them to get through the task and manage their time better. Again, I believe that a thriving society just recognizes the value of empathy alongside, rationality, and integrating emotional aspects with logical decision making. Empathy does not make us weak. Rather, it empowers us to address challenges holistically, ensuring that no one is left behind. When people don't empathize, that person could be high and dry. They by themselves. But when you empathize, they could feel that sense of community and connection where they don't feel left behind. Now, while empathy has its merits, emotionally driven decision can be impulsive, and it may lead to the most effective outcomes. But there is a warning, okay? And that warning is that excessive empathy can lead to emotional exhaustion, because normally when someone's going through something emotionally, it's not a good feeling. And so when you put yourself in that predicament to say, I'm going to put myself in their shoes and understand it, then you are also becoming in that emotional state of what I would call one of the lower states. And I talk about this in my book, but it's important to understand that if you're doing too much of it with too many, that it can cause you to be exhausted and reduce your decision-making effectiveness. So but I feel that emotionally intelligent leaders, right, can make difficult decisions while still valuing the well-being of those affected. And I think it's so important, like I said, for our society and today's leaders to recognize that. And by prioritizing the logical problem solving with an objective analysis, of course, we can address societal issues more effectively. Ensuring that decisions are made with a clear focus on the greater good. And this balanced approach will lead to a thriving society that considers both emotions and, pragmatism, or the progress of the community. So it's not just about a booming economy, but it's about the people who are helping build that booming economy. So that's my talk for today on, is empathy essential to a thriving community? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please drop a comment and let me know what you think, if empathy is essential to a thriving society. I hope you gotten something. I know I always learn as I continue to evolve myself as a leader, in understanding how I can contribute to society, and how it's best that we work together in this world of so much, I guess, disconnection, like I said, that I see. So I'd love to invite you guys to my book launch, which is over 90 days, right? Super excited about that. We did our first book launch last month, and I got a second one coming up where we're going to dive into the second step in order to build confidence. I wrote a book called Co-Create with Confidence: How to Leverage Your Voice and Capitalize on Your Talents. And it basically goes over my 3-step method on how to build your confidence. We talked about the first step in the first book launch. We're going to talk about the second step in the second book launch. And I invite you and your friends for another conversation on, just what it means to be confident in this society. And yeah, it's going to be August 22nd at 6 p.m. Central. Would love to have you there. Know that if you do join the book launch party, you will get a preview. So if you don't have the book, you don't have to have the book, but I'll give you the first chapter for free, and you can get a taste of the book. And if you're on the if you are on the book launch, we'll give away one signed copy to a lucky participant. So I'm excited about that. In addition to letting everyone know that if they did purchase the book, portions of the proceeds will go to the Revive and Relief Society, where their motto is, it takes a village to keep our kids free and safe. And so I just want you to know, if you do purchase the book on Amazon, portions will be provided to them of the proceeds. I'm really excited about that. And I want to thank all those that have just purchased the book for me, whether it was through Amazon or you got a signed copy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just got another round of books to put out. So I'm excited that the word is getting out. And if you like to be a part of that, please join the book launch party. You can also put a review on Amazon. That'll help spread the word as well. So I look forward to my next book launch party. It's exciting. And I hope you enjoyed today's talk. 15 with Charlene, a call for clarity on, is empathy essential to a thriving community? And I pray that, or I cheers to you. Okay, this is my cheers to you for having empathy, not only for others, but for yourself, because it really starts with empathy for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday, and I thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this content and think someone else might enjoy it as well, please share it with someone. And like I said, I would love to see you live and in person at the book launch August 22nd. It's virtual. All right, guys, take care.